Hi everyone, this is Jennifer with Premier Designs Jewelry, and I just wanted to take a moment to show you a couple of my favorite versatile pieces and wanted to share a couple ways that you can wear each one that maybe you wouldn't have noticed at first glance. So I'm starting out with Sugar Rush, and this one is a very beautiful pastel piece, has a lot of pastel beads in it, a couple different chain pieces in here as well. The first way I'm going to show you that you can wear this outside of the long option is by actually adjusting the length. So there is a clasp on actually either side, and I'm just going to unclasp it this way, and we can adjust the length by simply feeding this piece through that ring, and we're just going to adjust the length however you like from there. So I know, especially for me being shorter statured, the long pieces don't always lay as where I want them to be, but so that's another option. We can also pull out our amazing clip it, which I have right here. So these come in a couple different colors if you want to do the gold or hematite, but this one just silver to match. So the circular rings here fits right in. I'm just going to pull all the strands to the front, including that back one, and bring the clasp together in the back. So we've now just made that long piece a very awesome statement piece with all of the same features. So a couple things we can do on this though as well. That back chain piece is removable, very easy to remove. Those two clasps I showed you, but I'm just going to throw that over for now. The multicolored glass bead piece is also removable, so we could take that off as well. And then the disc piece, the medallion piece, is removable. I'm actually going to just pull this one off right away so you can see all the pastels by themselves. So if you want to just have a pastel bead day, that's a good option there. And a couple other ways we can actually take advantage of that simple chain in the back. So I'm just going to actually take the chain off completely. And if you want to do just the chain and add any of those enhancers we have, that's a perfect option. So I'm just clasping this like any other strand you would in the back, and I'm going to show it with Second Act. So Second Act is one of our magnetic enhancers that has two sides. So there's the silver side and the gold side. They also have 4 magnetic buttons. I call them magnetic buttons because they're removable. So you see right here, this actually comes off. So there's 4 total. I'm going to take the pink one off here too. Put the pink on the other side. Put that blingy piece on the silver side. So if you want to bling up the simple chain, very easy to do. So this comes with the chain comes with Sugar Rush, but this was adding our enhancer. We can also bring back in the multicolored glass bead piece, and instead of having it short by itself, we can use the chain piece to elongate it. So I'm just going to show them real quick individually. So if you had just the multicolored glass bead piece, very pretty. And then I'm going to open up that chain piece I had a second ago and double lobster claws on either side for this little one. Hooking it on here. And now we've got a longer strand using those multicolors. So there's that. If you wanted to keep those pastel colors really highlighted with the pastel beads, we can bring out the pastel beads again. You could still layer it this way. So I've got the clip it. We're going to put this all to the back. We've got the pastel beads in there. And then if you really want to bring out one of the pastels, the pink in particular, I'm going to bring Second Act out again and take off that pink one from the gold side I put on a second ago and put it on the silver side. So we've got a really nice framing feature with this. So we've got even more happening there. If you wanted to put more silver into, again, that disc piece is an option to put back up in here. But just some of the ways to wear Sugar Rush. I do want to show this medallion piece by itself because I just think it is gorgeous by itself and it catches light so well. So that's the medallion piece. And that was Sugar Rush. So the next piece that I like to show that's really versatile is called Belize. And it does a lot of similar tricks as another piece we have called True Blue, which is silver and blue. But this one is gold and a very pretty turquoise bead. And the nice thing about this one is actually the turquoise beaded strands are removable. So if you didn't want the turquoise in one day, you can take those two out and have just plain gold chains. Or vice versa, if you just want to have the turquoise. The chains all stay together. That's the only thing with the chains. But turquoise beads, very nice. I like to add some layers when I have multiple strands. So I actually just pull out one of the chain strands, and I'm going to just throw a knot. I know this sounds horrible to throw a knot in your necklace, but it really does give it some depth, and very easy to take out actually too. So I'll take that right back out. The tricks that we can do with it though, I'm going to show you crisscross applesauce, which you have to do with True Blue. You don't have to do it with this, but I like the trick because it really gives you some other ideas for other necklaces we may have. So I'm actually going to just separate and I'm going to leave these all connected, but I'm going to take the turquoise strands and I'm going to pull them behind the back. And so the crisscross applesauce trick is where I'm going to pull the lobster claw and the extension from either side. So I'm going to cross paths here. So this is where cross paths coming across. Oh, I always do that funny way. Cross that way and clasping it back here. And now it looks like you have two separate necklaces. So we've got the turquoise beaded strands up at the top, the gold down at the bottom. And again, if you want to add more depth, we've got the really short one up there for the turquoise beads, throwing in a knot right there. Beautiful. So you can do the opposite too if you wanted to put the gold in the back. So I'll leave it like this and just kind of turn it all the way around. We'll crisscross applesauce our way around again. Where my extension is. Here. So coming across. Cross. And we've got the gold chains now looking like they're the shorter piece. We're framing it with the turquoise beaded strands. I'm going to bring out another necklace, gold necklace we have called Avery, that can be worn either short or long. Very easy to do, long. But the enhancer is magnetic and removable as well. And it is also double-sided. So Avery has that nice pearl side and then a gold side as well. And we could, if we want to put the pearl in on here, just grab one of those strands, add that in. Or if you want to just keep it gold, not mix it up too much with colors, that's an option as well. So that was Belize. The only other trick I like to try to show with it is if you really want to get the trendy asymmetrical look, leaving it as normal all together, we can grab our clip it, and so we have the clip it in here, clipping it in the back. So you got an asymmetrical look because there is more turquoise on one side than the other. An option if you want to be on the asymmetrical trend, but that is Belize. I'm going to switch it up a little, and I'm going to bring out a much simpler piece. Great starter piece if you're not into the whole bunch of stuff happening. So this one's called Easy Living, and it's on a black cord. I know the mannequin's black, so it's hard to see the black cord, but again, very simple magnetic enhancer that can come off as well. And if you want to take that enhancer off and have just a very simple black cord, you can wear just a very simple black cord for the day. If you want to add a little bit more silver in, and toggle that around, and the back actually looks like a very finished piece up at the front. So you also have the option if you want to put that enhancer right up at the front too. Gives you a little bit more of a statement happening there. If you want to change the length of where the enhancer falls, we can actually change where we're toggling this and just put it in right at a different spot. I'm just going to put it in the middle. So this is a good option for like a V-neck, but if you add this in, it's going to really dress it up then too more. So we can also turn easy living from a short necklace to a long necklace by opening up the cords. So we have it completely open. There are 4 strands, and I'm just going to open those up, put that right around, and then we've got a very elongating effect when it's like this. So if you wanted to, depending on the outfit for the day, we have the enhancer you can always add on there too. The other really awesome part about this necklace is it doubles as a bracelet, believe it or not. So very easy to do. You hold the toggle in place where you, in between the thumb and your finger. So wrap it around, and then we've got that just in place. So if I already had, I didn't have bracelets on. I didn't throw some on real quick for this. But if I already had silver bracelets on, this is perfect. Goes in with anything I'm wearing already. Kind of gives it an edgier look with the black cord. So very cool. Actually, I might just leave this on the rest of this. So next one I want to show you is called Under the Sea. Going back into pastel, and the thing with this one though, the blue is just gorgeous. I just love the blue beaded piece on here. But both strands can be removed and worn independently of the other. So if you're not feeling the blue one day, it's not matching, you take the blue off. We got just the silver chain. Very awesome silver piece. It's very versatile, can do a lot with this. Goes with practically any outfit. If you want to wear just the blue, again, easy option there. If you want to have the clip it, which got left behind with my Sugar Rush piece, but clip it back out. If you want to shorten this all together, very easy to do. So I'm just hooking it on here, bringing it back around. Now we've got the short piece. And then if you want to do just one of them short, again, easy to do. We'll do the blue short. So we'll pull that blue one off, hooking it on, bringing it around the back. So we've got the short blue piece being framed by the silver. This would be an easy time to bring out another enhancer. We'll put the one that from Easy Living that's on my wrist right now. So now you have a little bit more of a framed statement piece there. It's gorgeous. And the big trick I really want to show is the trick with the double lobster claws that it's on the silver chain piece. So I'm actually going to take the blue piece off so we can focus on what I'm going to do with this one. Anytime you see something that says it has double lobster claws and it's a chain piece like this one, there's an extra trick. And I'm trying to, here's the closure. So I'm going to just open up the necklace, and instead of the regular hooking it around the back, you're actually going to bring it all the way to the front. So each side has a lobster claw. I'm just going to offset this a little bit, and what this chain allows me to do is I'm going to take one side lobster claw, hook it on here, maybe a little bit higher actually. Well, that's probably good. And then, so I just did that hook real quick. I'm going to take the other lobster claw and hook it right over here. So now we get our cascading look without actually having to loop something around our neck more than once. So very nice look, easy look. If you want to frame it with those blue beads again, you can. Bring that back out. And then this is actually another gorgeous option for framing an enhancer again. So we've got all of that. We put the enhancer out in here. A little bit off, but you get what I'm trying to show. Lots of different options when you have the double lobster claw. Absolutely love it. One of my favorites. And the last piece I'm going to show, I just like to end with something that's always going to be a great option for a gift for any mother, any grandmother. This one's just keep it personal. Very simple, but can be very meaningful. The chain, this comes in a longer option as well, but this one's a 16-inch chain called Keep It Personal. And then there's a couple charms on here, but you can get different initials. Right here I have J. These two together is just a little dress up, also called the Keep It Personal charm. But I've got a J on here. There's a whole bunch of different colored gems, so you can match birthstone colors. You can get other initials, obviously. There's also little sports editions where there's a set of like a baseball glove and the baseball and a bat for anyone who has kids that play baseball, that sort of thing. So that was what I wanted to show for today, and thank you very much.